I was finally starting to feel truly like myself again, almost ready to go back to the life I'd left behind. But I first wanted to take another step at trying to place the meaning of this experience in my life. I needed to huddle with my dear friend Diane and reflect.
It doesn't surprise
I know, really. Some things never change.
How much of your life has you spent watching me trying to get my buttons buttoned?
Thelma and Louise, ride again.
So, when you wake up in the morning, what's different now?
I would wake up and almost kind of like barely open one eye and go, how am I going to feel today? Oh, I still feel yucky. So now, to wake up and to feel as close to normal as I have in such a long time.
What is that close to normal?
I feel pretty much like myself. I mean, but and no pain whatsoever. I have always been an optimist. And I will say this to people who, when they're facing a tough challenge, being optimistic is like a muscle that gets stronger with use.
You really think you can learn it? You can learn optimism?
I think in time, I think you can be aware of it. I've been an optimistic person all my life, and I know that it drives some people crazy. You know, especially like morning people. Like, how can you? I'd come in the morning, and I still do now, and I'm like, I love coming in, and I love the morning, and I love all that. And there's some people who are a little grumpier in the morning. No.
I mean, apart from don't talk to me, I don't know why you think I'm...
No, but I think that it can be, I think it's just easier if you've done it all your life, or the majority of your life. I think it just makes it easier for when those tough times come along.
The one time I thought you weren't trying to you weren't trying to make it okay for me was when you told me the story of the nurse saying your name.
I remember one particular evening not feeling well at all and just slipping away. And I was in this coma-like state, and then all of a sudden, as clear as all get out, I heard my name, Robin, Robin. And at first I'm like, is that my name? I was somewhere different, and I just remember opening my eyes and my sweet nurse, Jenny, because they always had a mask on, so I could just see their eyes. Her eyes were like this large, and she's kind of looking at me, and how am I going to get through this? How am I going to be better? But
did you think in that moment you had a choice if she hadn't been there?
I was thinking about my mom a lot, and in fact, truth be known, at first I thought it was my mom calling my name. I thought it was my mom. I thought it was my mom's voice. And then I realized, when I opened my eyes, it was Jenny, my nurse. And in a way, I think it was my mom's voice. And not for me to come to where she is now, but for me to stay where I am. And I don't know, had Jenny not been there. I was in that kind of just, but boy, you know what? She was. And it was shortly thereafter that I turned the corner.
I definitely turned a corner then, and this week, well, I just kept going.
I share this morning, this day of celebration, with everyone.
She's the heart and soul of this place, and why we know she's just getting started.
Oh, that's very cute. Good morning, America.
She makes me a happier person. Those are the people you want around in your life, and Robin is that to me.
She is a role model in how you deal with the struggles of life.
Do you think in terms of being free of it now, or is that not a useful way to think?
What I'm facing now is different. My doctors have been cautious to use the word remission. I've been cautious to say that word too. At this very moment, this day that I'm talking to you, Diane, I do not have MDS. I do not have pre-leukemia on this day, and that's all I can control right now. My heart still beats very fast when I go in to see the doctor on a regular basis and the blood work is drawn and I wait for the results, everyone says that dissipates over time. You don't have to go as frequently as more time passes. But it's nothing that's going to stay with me long term. I can't. Then it's one. And you know I'm competitive. I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose, and I don't want it to win. And if the fear overtakes me, then it wins. Then why did I go through all that? Did I go through all these last 6 months, all this pain, all this anguish, all this everything, to sit here now and be in fear? Nowhere is it written that we should not be happy, that you get extra bonus points at the end because you trudged along and you did what you felt you should do. I want to be happy. Now, are there days, this is a good day, and there are some days you have that it kind of creeps in, but I don't.
Do you have something you do when it does? What is it?
Fear and doubt, all it needs is just,
yeah.
the eye of a needle. That's all it needs to get through.
That's right.
And it takes over. What do? I breathe. Pat Summitt told me this. Left foot, right foot, breathe. Left foot, right foot, breathe.
What do you see when you look in your eyes, your own eyes now, in the morning?
I see a strong woman. I know people have said that about me, but we all know our own insecurities and we all know how we really feel about ourselves. I feel strength like I have never felt before. I do.
I know how fortunate I was to receive such excellent health care, and it's a blessing I wish everyone could have when they need it. And if I've learned one lesson beyond all others during this journey, it's that with faith, family, and friends, you are strong, even stronger than you think.
Oh, great. Let me sit down. It just makes you feel better. There is no place like home.